And joining us to share their view on this subject is Abraham Senfuye, economic expert and former accountant general, Ogun State. Many thanks for joining us on the news at this time. So there seems to be unrest in the country following the rejection of the old naira notes in some business establishments, banks included. What do you make of this development in the light of Supreme Court's ruling slated for tomorrow?
It is clear and it is known that this policy is badly affecting Nigerians. It is visible to the blind, audible to the deaf, that this policy is actually in this country. This should not be a policy the federal government should consider at all. It's terrible for people. This is a policy that has kept lives of many Nigerians. Very short period, it has claimed lives of many Nigerians. Over 50% of our people are actually living under poverty line. So you find that they just live on daily bread, little by little. Then they have taken all their money, have access to the new one. Now the governor of Central Bank is now telling us that they don't have enough material to produce new ones. I mean, that should have been considered ab initio. This is a policy that is the worst in the life of this administration. Just telling us that means that one was not taken into consideration ab initio. But how can one think about such a thing? It's not right at all. It's not right at all. The negative effect on our GDP is now known. Maybe the National Bureau of Statistics will tell us at the end of the day what is the negative impact of this policy on the GDP of the nation.
And
another important thing to note that is the federal government is looking at their habits. It appears federal government does not really want to abide by the decision of the Supreme Court, the highest court of the land. The body language of the federal government does not really show that they want to comply with the instruction and decision of the central bank. We have a lot of distortions all over the state. There are some states that are taking the new old notes, that it is still illegal tender. There are some states that they are rejecting it. Like a lot of distortions all around. So they cannot even make any coherence about this particular policy. The governor should come out clear whether they are obeying the decision of the Supreme Court or not. They should make Nigerians to know this so that they will know exactly what to do. People are dying. The pain is so much. If you are trying to help the people, this is a period that people should know that government is sympathetic and empathetic about their situation. This is not the first time we are changing the design of currency in Nigeria. And why is it that this particular one is so terrible? What is the volume of the new notes printed compared to what is outside? I don't think it's up to 24% of the newly printed. At the beginning, they were saying that the banks were tell us that there is no paper to print this one. I mean, what a policy somersault. Please, clean and clear. Enough of this pain on people. People are dying daily. Maybe they don't have that statistics. By the time the policy ends, they will know that people are dying daily. And if the federal government will not abide by the decision of the Supreme Court, that means they are bringing in anarchy. Then you cannot tell the people not to have civil disobedience. The federal government should know that that's the first citizen that should abide by the decision of the courts. Because even the democracy itself is predicated on the rule of law. And the rule of law, it should abide by the rule of law. And this is 21st century. The negative impact of that will be so much, we cannot quantify it. The investment foreign flow, they will consider Nigeria as a nation that will not abide by the rule of law. If there is any conflict, we'll have conflict resolution. If the federal government will not abide
like
by
you
the
said
rule
earlier,
of law.
this is not the first time Nigeria's currency is being redesigned. And some people have criticized the policies of the central bank on the way it has handled this present cash swap. What steps do you think the Apex Bank ought to have taken to ease the suffering on the people?
To ease the suffering of the people is very easy. The central bank should come out clear that they are abiding by the Supreme Court judgment. To that extent, the old note should continually be a legal tender. The old note should continually be. Thank God for El Rufai, the champion and the hero of this season, who went to court and with other people and said that this is not right. People are dying. The central bank should come. Now, the CBN governor is supposed to make a statement all over and tell the people that they should continually use the old notes, since the new notes are in short supply, very short supply. He himself has said it. So what else do we need to do? If you don't come at that, that means this is a deliberate thing to punish the people. That's a deliberate people. That is what's to be done. The central bank should come out clear, tell the people that the old note should still be going on as legal tender until we find solution to these particular problems. The problem of scarcity and some other things that are embedded with this particular policy.
And do you see an end in sight with the long queues in banks or fuel stations anytime soon? Should we be expecting relief coming soon?
If the central bank will come out clear and clean that the old notes should continually be legal tender, then we'll have a lot of relief from banks. I was coming, I still have a lot of people are queuing up in ATM and in banks. There are people who are many, they were struggling and they were fighting. They were struggling and fighting for money. Made them to survive. So the statement, one statement from central bank concerning this, that the old note should continually be taken as legal tender, will solve the problem. At least in the next 24 hours, it will solve the problem.
All right, we thank you so much for sharing your views with us on the news.
Thank you very much.